Welcome to Studio Mine. I'm going to show you how to create an invoice for your client today. Now, one of the great things about Studio Mine is we can have everything in a one-stop shop. So I'm going to create a new invoice for the items that I purchased for my client. I can go ahead and just follow the steps. We can either apply markups to this project or to other projects. But for now, I don't want to apply a markup on everything. I'd like to go through and select my products and then take a look and see what my margin is. So for instance, I have the Mabry sofas, and then I have the Fez hand-loomed rug. Now, as you can see, these are the pricing that we typically see online, MSRP. This is the cost for your product, and then this is the quantity over here on the right side. For this specific piece, I feel comfortable with this markup, and for this piece, I feel comfortable as well. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. If there's anything that you'd like to add from any of your other products from your other spaces, you can add those in as well. And then you can add items if you need to. So if you have an item like you purchased a rug pad for them, you can add that in as well. And then you can also add in your services too. So I'll go ahead and just put my name in as the client name. I have it dated, and I'm going to have this attention to the accounting department. Now, if you have a logo, you can add that in as well here. And then we can add our shipping address as well. So we'll go ahead and add that in. Now, the great thing about this is that I can also add in my freight and my sales tax here. It will calculate it based on my zip code. I'm going to apply a 15% freight charge to all of my products for my client, and the invoice total will add up with freight and tax included. For payment methods, right now we have wire transfer and check available. So for wire transfer, I'll go ahead and put in my number. And if I decide that right now I'd like to just collect 50% of the product price, I can do that here. I can change how I'd like this to be, collected. And then I can also just delete this as well, remove that, due on date, and the due date is next week. I can add that in as well. I can also change the payment name. So if you want to say sofa order 123, we can add that in. And then we're going to preview the invoice. Super simple, again, to just preview this invoice, scroll down, double check my information, and then create the invoice. Now, it might be something where you said, oh my goodness, I put in the wrong address. I already created the invoice. Oh no problem. We'll be able to go back, and you can always edit when you see this here. So we'll go back and edit, no problem. We can change here. We could change our markup. We wanted to say we wanted it 99%. We can change that markup as well. I'm going to go back to where I was before because, again, it shows this is a draft. So if I went in there, made changes, left without saving, it will show it's a draft. But let's say I'm ready. I feel good about everything in the space. I'm going to go ahead and download this option. I do have to make sure it's a completed invoice. So again, here it's showing you, nope, you're not allowed to download it. It's still a draft form. You have to double check your info. But here, this is complete. So I can actually download this option. It turns into a PDF that you can send over to your client right away. And so you can collect your money.